Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our Omnifactory playthrough. I am just adjusting a couple recipes here, and we have the Power Ic Wafer, which uses the glowstone doped wafer, but I think we can upgrade that to the Nequata one, so this one, and we'll just do that. And I think it's the laser engraver, isn't it? I don't remember. It's in the one with blue. Unfortunately, yeah, it's this one. We're a bit spread out, but we will get to that. I definitely want to do some upgrading of the base, and we're almost at that point, I think. Right now, I'm just getting the stuff for the Fusion Reactor computer, at least. So getting this stuff, you know, just going through and upgrading as necessary. And yeah, fortunately, this does use some indium. I don't know how much indium we have. Ooh, we don't have much. Definitely don't have much. What is it? We're out of sphalerite. Is it sphalerite or galena? I can never remember which one. It's the galena we ran out of. Yeah, unfortunately, that is a bit of an issue with the export buses. Don't think. I'm pretty sure. I don't think like the robot arms will work if I have like with an export bus. I think I would have to, if I really wanted to fix that, I think I would have to pipe it into like a chest with a robot arm and have it pull out of the chest from the robot arm, I think. I know those covers do not work with under conduits. I haven't actually tried with the yeah, I haven't actually tried with the A stuff, but I'm kind of assuming it probably wouldn't. But Galena, do we get that from a thing, don't we? I mean, is there like any reason to do this? I think I actually have a tier 1, don't I? I do. Well, we might as well send it. We'll get some more Galena. I crafted it up because I needed, I can't remember what it was, but it was actually from the tier 2. I thought it was from the tier 1, so I crafted this up kind of accidentally. But I guess we might as well. And yeah, we'll send that out, and because we're gonna need indium, a lot of indium kind of coming up here. My question is, I mean, how do I want to like automate this whatever? I think we might at some point automate. I don't know. I'm trying to think like how would I automate that actually? Would like, I'm just thinking like a store or an interface, would that, did that go already? Alright, it did. Fortunately, this does give us a lot of stuff we don't actually need. We have tons and tons of this stuff. But I'm gonna throw, oh actually, yeah, I don't quite have this set up actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because we don't want to fully, I just need it washed. Remember, it has to be washed and then we can send it through there, so it has to be purified. So yeah, this is a bit awkward. I have to turn that off, but anyway, we'll just let that run and finish. I'm gonna throw this stuff in a chest until I end up dealing with it. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I kind of just throw in here until I get time to take care of it. Alright, I'm actually going to throw this in there. We don't quite need it yet. We don't have ZPM machines quite yet. But anyway, getting a little distracted here. So, holding that up. Isn't that over here? Where is that one? Over here. There's the... Wait, no, wasn't that... I don't remember where we set that recipe up. Wasn't it over here? The Ic wafers? Yeah, red ally. Sometimes stuff gets clogged up. It's not the end of the world, but oh, I didn't think about that. Of course. That probably has a higher tier. Yep. Didn't think about that. Alright. Yeah, gotta be careful with those Naquata ones because sometimes you require higher tier. I'm just going to... I don't craft these up a whole lot, but do I craft these up? How much? No. I don't even remember why we got these. Did we need it in something? Ah, yeah. Alright, so I may have to do something about that. I'll leave it for now. We'll see. I may just craft up a whole bunch. But yeah, we'll leave that. And I'm just noticing... Why isn't this full? Why are you not making red alloy ingots? It's interesting. Anyway, not gonna worry about that. So we're crafting up the fusion reactor. And yeah, not too difficult here. We got our fusion coil block, which we made yesterday, or last episode. As I just noticed, I'm gonna need more of those circuits. All right, yeah, a couple things we need to craft up here. I did notice we do need, I completely forgot about the LUV machine casings. We need 80 of those and 16 of the energy etches, so we need 96 LUV machine casings. And yeah, those, I have all the materials. It's not difficult or anything. But yeah, luminescence is a bit annoying because that requires this stuff over here, this phosphoric acid. It's a bit annoying, but do we have any apatite? And we have a bit more apatite. That's how I've been crafting this up with the apatite. Basically just throwing it in there. But the kind of the little bit of a problem is the amount of aluminum that we need. Yeah, we need 768 aluminum, and since the blast furnaces use way more power, I have them upgraded to LUV. That's going to be a bit of an issue, especially when we're already, you know, draining our power pretty hard here. Yeah, so these should be completely full, but unfortunately they are not. They're filling back up again because I haven't used the blast furnaces, but as soon as I get those going in for long periods of time, then these, I burn through the diamonds even faster. All right, so we have some things I need to craft up here. And yeah, I think we're gonna, let's get this crafted up today, I think, because this is kind of pretty big block here for this. We do have the ZPM hull, so we can get the ZPM compressor. We have the CEF for it. Yeah, I think we should work towards this today. So let me cut here, and we'll do some crafting up, and if we get anything interesting, we'll come back. Okay, I think I have everything for the reactor. I just need to craft this up, and we'll just do this manually. The 241 plutonium. How much plutonium did we get? We've got a ton of it, but you get some. Also, I just went ahead and crafted up a laser engraver over here for the blue one. And I moved the cluster mill over, and I just got rid of the compressor that we had here. Because it's been replaced, one over here. So I just threw the patterns in here. And yeah, that is that. Just had a quick thought. We were kind of doing this. All right, 239, 242. I don't have that. We do have the 239, but yeah, don't have the 242. I'll have to look into that, but all right. So I walked over there and didn't put the ingot in. There we go. So there is the plutonium 241 plate. I went ahead and set up a recipe on the assembler line with the packager. And I think that's everything. Oh, we're missing a couple things here. Gallium, we're not. All right, so basically we're missing emerald. What do we need? Need 30 emeralds. I can't remember what. Ah, those. That's right. All right, so we have a bunch of exquisite emeralds. I can't remember if, do we actually, we do need these, don't we? These get used in that recipe, don't they? I think I can just macerate some of these, I think, to get the emerald dust. But I need to keep, I would probably should get that. I don't know. I can't remember. We get that from a thing. It's not too difficult to get, but I really should set that recipe. We have tons of gallium. So gallium. Gallium. We have room. It looks like we do. This is the multi-smelter. All right, so I think that's everything. Yep. All right. So this is gonna take this isn't gonna take long. It just needs to craft up a couple things here, but for the most part, we have everything in there. So we'll get that going. Now, what else do we need? We need a couple. These ULV ones are actually kind of annoying, to be honest, because I don't think, do we have, I don't know if I have that set up. I can't even remember. No, see, I don't have that set up. That's why that's annoying. And ULV casing. Yep. That's kind of annoying. I didn't have room. I think that's why I haven't set up. Could just go in there. All right. Still have a couple things to do, but yeah, the main thing is crafting up these LUV casings. I'm debating. I'm like, should I just expand this? But I feel like with the fusion reactor, we're gonna get another power source. So I'm like, do I want to expand this? I mean, I could literally just build like 50 of these if I wanted, you know? But we would be tearing through this, so I'm kind of thinking... man, I may just have to do this in batches, unfortunately. I know I could, if I really wanted to, I could just replace these with the IV hatches again, and then we'd be fine. But, see, we're already kind of like dropping because we're running the blast furnace a lot, so I may just have to, yeah, just kind of, you know, wait, it really doesn't take that long, but, these super large batches, I'm just not really set up for that. And I do know I am not set up for that. Not pretending like I'm shocked in any way, but yeah, once we start getting all these like IV machines running and everything, because if we think this is using like 8,000 or whatever, I can't remember what the overclock, yeah, it's about 8,000 I think, which is 32,000 RF. So really, if you think like this one machine running right now is using more power than one numismatic dynamo, so. But, yeah, I think we'll just cut here, and then I'm just gonna craft up a bunch more stuff, I think. And I need to figure out where the heck I am placing this. Now, I've outgrown this base, for sure. So I think it's definitely time to start planning where I want my final base to be. Unfortunately, I really just don't... I am just not a fan of the Lost Worlds generation, to be honest. Because if there wasn't spawners in all these buildings, that's my kind of thing. There's spawners like hidden in all those buildings, so it's really kind of annoying. And with Gregtech, you need such a large kind of flat area for all the different multi-blocks, and I mean, look at the size of these things. We just need such a large area that these buildings just aren't really the best. So I need to start kind of maybe looking around. And yeah, anyway, let me cut here. That's just me kind of rambling. So let me cut here and we will come back. And we are back. Got 80 machine casings, and then we need 16 energy hatches. I can never remember which cable. I think it's the vanadium gallium, isn't it? Yes, vanadium gallium. So we need 16 vanadium gallium. So that took a little while. Not unexpected, but the one issue I had was I was burning through more diamonds than we were using. I went ahead and crafted up 2 more simulation chambers, and now we have a bit of a backlog. But yeah, I ran out of diamonds, which wasn't surprising. But the problem was it turned off my AA system because I burned through all the diamonds and the power. This ran out of power, so the AA system turned off. But these were still creating some diamonds. But since the AA system was off, it couldn't output those. So, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just turned it off, the blast furnace, and let it run for, 10 minutes just to build up a little bit more. But we are going to fix that. So, hopefully, kind of soon here. So yeah, like I said, I crafted up 2 more of these. Now we have quite a large surplus. These things are just so easy to craft up. They don't even require a blast furnace. It's just steel, basically. Alright. I have also kind of cleared out a little bit of an area. And this is the building next door. I did go ahead and light the whole thing up because I got tired of the spider noises, and there was a whole bunch of spider things, and at the very bottom there was a couple skeleton spawners. So that whole thing should be lit up now. But yeah, other than that, it really wasn't that bad. So there we go. There is the 16. Oh, I just realized. Just kidding. I need machine hulls, not casings. So, all right, that'll just take a couple more seconds. And then that should be, oh, there is Fusion Reactor. We got that. Let me throw there just to clear out my inventory a little bit. Go. All right, so yeah, that'll just take a second. And then I think I debated about putting the fusion reactor upstairs, but like I said, we're going to be finding our final kind of base area. Because, I mean, I don't mind growing organically, but this place is just such a mess. Oh, look at that. I missed one. I missed a couple over here. Yeah, I want to get like all these together. Like, look how like spread out there. Like, this looks terrible. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and condense a lot of these machines, upgrade them as needed, because, I mean, we really need a lot of sulfur, and this is super, super slow, but it's only LV. Although that, since I had the thing running for a while, it's kind of built up again. But, alright. There we go. So we need input hatches. Put on the right, it's the output hatches, so just be careful, I've done that wrong before. So 16 energy hatches. Alright, there we go. There is the recipe. Man, 10 of those. So many coins. So it does tell you what that's cool. I wasn't sure what rotor to go with. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves there. But that is how we're going to get some power, I think. So why don't we go ahead and build this? Now, I have built many of these Gregtech fusion reactors over the years. So, pretty good at doing it. I think we're going to plop it down over here. It's 3 tall. I got to be careful with that. I don't want to... Don't really want to interfere with this. I guess kind of in this corner, I think we will do. So, alright. Bottom layer, we'll do probably 1 away, because it sticks out 1 farther. Is that where I want it? No, that's not going to work. I mean, I guess I could push that wall out a bit farther. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oops. Let's just build the base so we can see. And see how big this thing is. Building this reactor all these times that I've done it, it's kind of taught me how to build circles in Minecraft. Alright, so that will be the bottom layer. I do need to this a little bit out. Let me just clear this out really quickly. Maybe 2. Alright, there we go. That's a little more room for that. That's going to be in the way. Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. Alright, for now, we're going to have to like that. I should be down farther. Maybe that would be easier. I can always move this. It's pretty easy to move. So that's the bottom ring. Then the one right above that is going to be these superconducting coils. All right, so there's those, and then on top goes another layer of these machine casings. And then it's a bit awkward, especially when I have stuff in the way. Right, so there is that layer. Now, unfortunately, we can't get out. Next, we have the energy input hatches. These go in these corners. And this goes on both sides as well, so that actually goes on the outside as well. All right, so I'm just noticing kind of, maybe I'll go underneath or something. I don't know. Just trying to get this built up. So there is that. 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 And there. Then we do need the front of it. I guess we'll do the front here. Now, pretty sure, yeah. Gregtech New Horizons, the controller goes on the inside. Gregtech Community Editions, the controller goes on the outside. Now, the fluid input hatches. Fluid input hatches are going to go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We'll do that, I think. We'll put this back. There. Then we'll do the fluid input hatches here. You can replace a lot of these. Well, that's not what I want to do. All right. You gotta be careful with that. Didn't even think about that. Yep. Stuff connecting. Well, we lost some noble gases. Oh well. Yep. This might be a bit of an issue, but for now, we'll leave it. You can replace any of these fluid input hatches, these two or the two below on each thing. So I could have done it here and or here on each four sides. And then the output hatches go in the middle. So you can do a output hatch here or output hatch here, and you can do that on each of the four sides. But other than that, you just basically cover up the superconducting coils. Like, is this enough? I was like, I didn't think that was enough of the casings. It didn't seem like enough for, yeah, it's like 100 and something, not 80. Right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 more. All right, let me craft it up and we'll be right back. And we are back. And if you do look in the, if you read the quest, it does say this is the minimum amount. Totally forgot. I was just, I wanted to get the quest done and I completely forgot that I didn't have enough hatches. So I just went ahead and did 28 more hatches. Because I kind of forgot about the middle part too. So yeah, gotta do that. And clean this up a little bit, get these all covered. Now each energy hatch boosts the amount of power it can hold. I don't think they all need to be hooked up. I'll do that just in case. Now, when we finish placing these, it should form like a multi-block. So let's cross our fingers here. Yeah, there we go. So it formed. Now it should say yes. So if we take a look at the computer, it says 0 out of 160 million. Now if we take a look at Helium Plasma is usually like one of the first ones you do for power. It needs 60 million EU. If we take a look at Europium, that needs 150 million EU. So when you look at the recipes, this tells you how much you need to how much you need for the recipe. Now, like for example, this one's 380 million. So can't do that on a Mark 1. I do think there are some I just saw there was like one that had like almost no EU. Right here. What is this? Berkeley, California. That is like a really easy recipe. I mean, that's not easy to get, but anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch of recipes. Indium, silver, lithium. I mean, that stuff's really easy to get. Indium, but again, we can't craft that right now. But I think Europium. So to get Europium, basically we have to fuse two different things. I'm going to think what I want to do is we'll do a fluid export and we will keep hydrogen in there permanently. But yeah, and then neodymium, which is the other thing, will do that. I think I'm going to craft up a... Oh, I want to do this. So, for example, have a fluid extractor. Just trying to think. Where would I want to put this? Need to be right near it. Got some power over here. I could do, and I don't want to do LUV. All right, but we do need to get power to this thing, so I have crafted up a CF, and unfortunately, didn't do this in the best of locations. Oh, the other thing is, if we look at Europium, it tells you. All right, so it only needs like 1 amp of LUV. It just needs a whole lot to get going, and that is depends on how much power you give it. So I'm thinking I may end up just kind of doing this just to get it hooked up and going, I think. So I think this is going to take a little while to fill up, but I also don't produce like dozens of amps of LUV, so that should be full. Yeah, all right. So as we can see, it is getting power and immediately losing it because it is filling up the buffer, I'm assuming. Yes, so there goes the buffer. Now, man, I really didn't do this in a good location. I should probably, you know what? Change of plan. I'm going to move these just because it is should get a Should get a magnet sometime. Let's do it over here. Okay, even there. I guess I don't need to do it on top, but oh well. So let's do fluid input hatch, fluid input hatch. Oh, did it again. Oh my goodness. We'll get this. We'll get it going. Input hatch. Output hatch. All right, let's do that over here. I think that will be better. All right, so we got that, and then we will do probably in there. All right, and then I will probably set a recipe for like tell it to do 1 ingot of neodymium to 1 of europium, but I need to get a fluid extractor set up for that. But yeah, and I can't set that recipe until I get. I could maybe cheese it. Yeah. So like if I do this. But we'll do that. So that will be the recipe. Melt down 1 fluid, 1 thing of neodymium, and you'll get europium. I'm pretty sure it is a 1-to-1. Yeah. In a fluid extractor, and then we will. I'll probably just have it set to automatically output into the fusion reactor. It'll fuse it together, and then we will get the europium out of it, and then if we want ingots, we are going to have to solidify it. So we're going to need a couple machines over here by the fusion reactor. But until then, and I forgot to pick up some hydrogen. Hydrogen. There it goes. And then I will probably have like the export bus with the I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I may fluid extract it down kind of like right here and then just pipe it in there. I don't know. We'll have to we'll see. But I don't want this to turn on because it will fail. If this is not full. Let me wait till it fills up and then we will put the neodymium in there, and then I may actually be able to, yeah. Let's just do that way. Put that in there. Yeah, we do need to fill it up. Can we, do these lock, by the way? I can't, no. Fortunately, you can't lock the input hatches and the output hatches. But all right, let me cut here and come back in like a minute when this is full. And just like 2 minutes later, we got 160 million. So in theory, if I turn this on, it should turn on. Yes, there it goes. So it uses all the power buffer that it needs to start the recipe, but once it's running, it'll just keep running using whatever the power that it does. So it's using 24,000 EU per tick at the moment. And since it's getting a bit more, since it's getting a whole amp of LUV, but it's only using part of it, it's filling up the buffer again. But as we can see, that should be consuming the neodymium. We should be getting europium. Yep, there is our europium, our first material out of our fusion reactor. Now, I'm probably going to rearrange this a little bit, but we are probably, well, not probably, we are, I think, going to use the fusion reactor for some power. It's going to take us a little while to get that set up. And since the plasma turbines output Gregtech power, that is another thing I need to figure out, because right now we're producing RF and then turning the RF with the CEFs into Gregtech power, but we're going to be producing Gregtech power directly. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with that too. I'm not fully sure. But anyway, we'll come back next episode. I'm going to craft up a fluid extractor, a fluid solidifier, and we will get our first Europium ingot. And we can move on. Maybe craft up the fusion reactor? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.